Okay.
Okay, my first question is, where did you grow up or attend high school?
I grew up in Philadelphia, South Philadelphia to be exact, and I went to an all-girls Catholic high school called Saint Maria Goretti High School.
That's interesting. Um, where did you go to college and what did you study there?
I went to college in the same town of Philadelphia. I went to University of Pennsylvania, and I was a French major, pre-med, and so I was studying to become a doctor, or, my studies would have led me to take the test for medical school. But then I changed my major and just graduated as a French major.
So that's where you got your doctorate degree?
No, my doctorate is from St. John Fisher in Rochester.
Um, what was your journey to become principal?
My journey. Well, my journey has been has taken place over 22 years. As you know, in New York State, to become an administrator, you have to be a teacher. So I taught for 11 years in White Plains. I was an elementary school teacher. And then I went to Mount Vernon for 9 years, where I was a assistant principal at an elementary school for 3 years. And then for 6 years, I was an assistant principal at Mount Vernon High School. So I've been a teacher. I actually also worked at a middle school in White Plains for a full year as an administrative intern. So.
Why did you decide Peekskill to become a principal?
I I was very interested in Peekskill because it has similar demographics to Mount Vernon. There was a need for a principal, and I did want to become a principal after having spent 9 years as an assistant principal. I felt that I'm ready. There's a lot I wanted to bring. I wanted to be able to be a part of a school that's growing and changing, and so I feel that I have a lot of skills and talents that I felt would benefit the reorganization in Peekskill and to move Peekskill High School forward and upward in pursuit of the peak of excellence. I felt that I was a great candidate, and your Board of Education superintendent agreed. So I'm happy that they hired me.
Interesting. What are your 3 most important goals for Peekskill High School?
My 3 most important goals would be, 1, to really create here for students a culture of excellence, a very rigorous learning experience that prepares students for college and for career choices in the future. So I really want us to have a world-class education that we're offering, competitive education that we're offering our students here at Peekskill. 2, I would hope to build capacity among the faculty and staff to be able to provide the kind of learning experiences for students that will prepare them for their future choices of college or career, and to build a real strong sense of community with not only the faculty, staff, and students, but also with the families, and to really have a high school that everyone looks to and says, Peekskill is a very special place, a very, successful high school.
I know there were many changes in the high school already, such as the Summit and the Freshman Academy. So can you explain these programs and your role in them?
Absolutely. So under the guidance of Miss Griselda Reyes, our Freshman Academy was launched this September, and it has allowed us to have 9th graders in one area of the school, which provides a small learning environment where no one gets lost. Like, all the teachers know who the students are, and they're taking extra steps to work with the students, get to know them, build up their confidence, their sense of character, make sure that support is there for their instruction. If they're having difficulty, catch it early, be there to support them. Also as a way to get to know the families. And so they become like a school within a school, a very tight-knit community where no one is lost, and the focus is on learning and doing well.
And as for the Summit Academy?
Summit Academy, under our leadership of Miss Marty Daniels, has had a great start, and we have there about 60 students who are what we would consider overaged and undercredited. So this is an opportunity to customize for them, catching up, getting the credits they need to be back on track for graduation. And it's a small learning community, which has been beautifully renovated just for our students, and it's at Uriah Hill.
What are your future ideas for Peekskill High School?
Right. So as you know, again, Peekskill High School is it's a small high school where we have an opportunity to grow and build our future together. I want that students are well prepared, that students have electives that will give them an idea of the types of careers they may want to pursue. For instance, this year we have a theater program, and we have distance learning classes where students get to take some unique types of courses and to do that via using the computer and internet. There hopefully will be opportunities with, we have many partnerships. So we have a partnership with Pace University that helps our teachers learn new ways of teaching. Teachers are going to be trained here with McCrell. It's to really build a top-notch high school where we're using technology, where students are having opportunities to hone their skills and talents, and to partner up with some folks in the community.
I know you had a very positive and active parent-teacher organization in Mount Vernon.
Yes.
Which has a very similar demographics to Peekskill. So
Yes.
how do you plan to replicate those positive effects?
Okay, so what we've already done, our back-to-school night, we started off with the principal's potluck, and I asked families to bring desserts to share. We had some special punch, and we've gathered from that a list of all the parents, and we're going to work with those parents who attended. We have about 90 families that came that evening, and so we're going to send out notice of a meeting in October and just continue that momentum. What I hope to do is to identify a few key parents who would serve as liaisons and who could help us bring in perhaps families that weren't as active in a PTO prior. Also, I think students should be a part of the PTO, so it'd be PTSO. And students can also bring their ideas to ways that we can build a school spirit, get parents involved. And so each month we're going to look to have topics of interest for parents on college, on what their students are learning, the Common Core, just topics of interest that would be helpful for parents.
Can you explain in what ways you plan to encourage students who aren't working up to their potentials?
Right, early intervention. What I mean by that is not waiting until 5-week progress or report cards are due, but checking in with the teachers, checking in with students throughout the marking periods. We do have callback. We also have Elton Brand. We also have, and I've asked the Honor Society if the Honor Society coordinators, if the students would be interested in tutoring. So looking for ways to provide tutoring. We're also thinking of, and I don't know if I'll write this out yet, but we're looking to have for Saturdays, possibly Saturday academies.
I enjoy School Spirit Week. I think it was one of the best things as a freshman.
Yes.
Are you excited about that?
Absolutely, and I noticed on Friday I had on my red and
you supported?
right, but I didn't see as many students, so what we want to do is really get it out there, and perhaps we can do some friendly competition among the grades to see. I understand in the past it was suggested that whatever grade had the most red on in a day, on Friday, then some special incentive was.
So you're gonna basically bring that back?
Yeah, we can. I don't know if I can do it every week because I can't afford to buy pizza every week, but definitely once a month. I would like to see every Friday that we dress in our school colors or our school teams. I do notice the football players wear their jerseys and cheerleaders and things of that nature. but definitely I want to work with students to increase our school superiority.
I want to ask you some fun questions about yourself.
Okay.
So, were you involved in any sports and clubs in school?
I was in the Honor Society. I was in service clubs. Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. I can't remember what I did. I did a lot of stuff. Student government. I was student government rep, Honor Society. I did service, something called the Christophers. I don't know if you know about the Christophers. So I did like community service. Campfire Girls. That's a long time. I was a Campfire Girl leader.
Oh, okay. Who's your favorite musician?
Oh, one of my favorite musicians currently. Oh, I have a lot of them. I love. Right now, well, I always loved Phyllis Hyman. She has since passed, but Phyllis Hyman, Lettucey. I like Lettucey. I like Kem. Do you know? These are too old for you all. No,
Yeah.
y'all don't know any of these.
I know Little Kim.
Kem. Baby. That's that song that's out right now on the radio. You never heard it? Okay. Well, I'll have to play it for you.
Okay. What's your favorite TV show?
Oh, I'm bad at TV. Because I watch a lot of news. I tend to watch a lot of news or things of that nature. But what can I say I like? I should admit I like Dancing with the Stars, but don't write that down. I don't really watch a lot of the shows like that.
Okay.
And I tape some things. I don't know.
One
You can put
last.
Dancing with the Stars, I don't care.
Okay, one last question. I've been seeing kids put up hashtag Protect My School.
Yes.
Can you please explain that to me?
Yes. So Saturday, September 20th, yesterday, day before, there was a meeting here, a town hall meeting, to give information to the community regarding the charter school application known as the Guardian Academy, and a group of parents who previously their children went to a Catholic school in the area. I think one or more Catholic schools closed. And so the parents are trying to rally, and they have put out an application to start a new charter school. And the reason why we would like to fight that or to oppose it is that monies for charter schools, it comes out of the public school budget. And so they're not really doing anything different or unique, although they are trying to say it's a new choice. But in reality, they should work with us to enhance what's going on already. So if we give money for that, it could potentially affect our teachers, the number of teachers, assistant principals, programs, and it always starts with sports and extracurricular and all of those things first. So while I understand everyone wants the best education for their children, I think a better idea would be to work with our public school to voice their ideas, give an opportunity to see what Peekskill is already doing, because we have a beautiful, we have 3 great elementary schools, beautiful middle school, and a fantastic high school, and we're only growing and becoming better.
That's it for now. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you,
It was a
Naieka and
pleasure.
Jada. And listen, you'll show me anything before you write it out?
Yes, and
Okay.
I'll make sure the pictures are fine.
Oh, who cares about pictures? I just...
And don't forget to go on the Mercury